Here is my 1980 Electrolux 502. I got this off eBay a few weeks ago for £40, which isn't too bad of a price, to be honest, in my opinion, considering it's in very good condition and the motor runs well. So I'm very pleased with it. It's in a hideous, murky, dirty green colour. I believe Electrolux call this avocado green, but it's not really my cup of tea. Not really a fan of the colour, but it definitely speaks the 70s, as this is when this model was first introduced. It ran from 1972 till 1980. Then in 1981 the 502S replaced it, which was exactly the same as this, but it was cream and had a 500 watt motor. This has a 425 watt motor. But anyway, I'm very pleased with it. I really like it. It's quite an iconic machine. I do have the original white tools for it. I've got the crevice tool, the carpet and floor tool, the butterfly dusting and upholstery tool, and the metal extension wand. I used to have the woven hose in this same colour to match the tools in white, but I stupidly threw that out when I moved into this room. But never mind. At least I have a hose I can use with it. This is the plastic hose off my Electrolux 550, which, to be honest, it won't leak suction like the woven hose will. So I'll get better hose suction through this hose anyway. But it's nice to have tools that match, but never mind. So anyway, here it is. For some reason it's coming out like yellow on camera, but it is definitely green. So this is the earlier hood style that they used on the original 500 series before they redesigned it and added the height adjustment on the side. But this has a floating head. There is an advert for this model on YouTube, demonstrated by Mary Holland, although she calls herself Katie Holland in the advert for some reason. Anyway, it's got a nice black bumper. I believe this should be brown. I think this is a replacement, because the other design decals on the machine are brown, although that looks black on camera, but it isn't, it's definitely brown. Anyway, as you can see there, it says Electrolux. On the main body there it says 502, the Electrolux logo, and high suction. Got a metal clasp which holds the bag compartment closed. This is something that they changed to plastic on later models of the 500 series. Nice clunk to hold it shut there. Bit of design up top there, and on this side is the bag whistle control. Get it to focus, there we go. So it's got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 0 of course is closed completely. But the smaller the number, the more this valve is open. So if I turn this on right now on setting 1, the whistle would whistle away at me. But if I have it set on, say, 3 or something, it won't whistle at me, and that is the centre position, number 3. Well, thereabouts, and that should give be an indication for when the bag's about 2/3 full, and it should whistle at you, but whether it works or not I don't know. I've never actually tried it. I've never really filled a bag up on an Electrolux 500 series before, because I don't really use it that much, but I don't really fill the bags up on any of my vacuums, to be honest, because a lot of them are old, so they only get used occasionally, and I always use a different one every time I clean, whether it's an old one or a new one. So I've got a few new ones that I keep in regular use. But anyway, further up top the handle is a nice on-off switch. There's the cord strain relief. At the back, got a quick release cord hook, and that is something that wasn't very common back in the early 70s when this model was first introduced. Like I said, this particular machine is from 1980, but this model this exact same model was still produced in the early 70s, and to have a cord hook that released quickly like that was quite a new feature. The cord hook at the bottom also serves as a carrying handle. Got an exhaust vent on the back here, and I did actually manage to get one of those radiator brushes inside here. It was quite a pig to do, but as you can see it's all nice and green in there now. It was all black with carbon dust before from the motor. I've managed to get all that cleaned out, because this machine, like all my vacuums, has had a full strip down, the motor's been serviced, and all the plastic parts have been washed in the bath. So it's lovely and clean now. I try to bring them back to original factory specifications as best as I can, to bring them back to their heyday. But anyway, further down here is the suction control. As you can see, it says max and minimum, and when you have it set on maximum, there's no holes here at all. It's all closed off and you get the maximum suction. But the more you turn it towards minimum, you can see that hole starting to open up, and when you turn it onto minimum, both of these holes are exposed, and that reduces the suction at the cleaner head, which if you're cleaning a bath mat or something, it's handy to have that the suction reduced, because there's no variable power on this machine. So I think the 506 was the first to have the variable power, and they did away with the bag whistle on that and made that a variable power control. But I believe they did have a suction control on the front of the cleaner head down here somewhere, but they omitted this dial on the back. Anyway, this lifts off like so you can attach the hose. It's got like a cup shape and it plugs in like that. It slots into the two grooves there, quarter twist, and it's locked in place, and now you've got a suction cleaner. Quite an effective suction cleaner, since this is a clean air upright. The rivals at the time, the juniors, were dirty air, so probably the hose suction wasn't as great. Although I think the hose suction on a junior is still very good. But anyway, that's my opinion. Got a 7-metre cord there, which was longer than a Hoover of the time. A Hoover, you got 6 metres, but like I said, on this, 7 metres. Plug it in, ready there. Nice and white. I did get some Sif cream cleaner on that, which is like an abrasive type of cleaning chemical that you put on a cloth, and it's got like a gritty substance to it, and it's managed to get all the dirt off the card. As you can see, it's very white. It was quite dirty, this card, originally, but nice and clean now. So I'll show you inside the bag compartment. So just pop up the latch like that, same as a Hoover Constellation in fact, and the whole handle folds back like that, and here's the bag. So as the advert said, it lifts clean out. It's supposed to be a more hygienic way of emptying the bag, because it just literally pulls out. Whereas on the juniors at the time, the Hoover Juniors, you had a bottom fill bag and it was quite messy to change. So this fills straight from the top like that, and there's a slide clip at the bottom like that. You slide it off and you can empty the bags. The replacement bags that you can buy now usually are sealed at the bottom, but these were old stock ones, I believe, that I got from somewhere, I can't remember. But anyway, if you look down there, that's the just inside the compartment, and there's 2 filters. You've got this one that you can wash, and in the bottom there's a filter that's screwed in, and you're supposed to replace that after a while. As you can see, there's a little disc on top of there. That's an Electrolux air freshener. Smells very nice. I love the smell of these Electrolux air fresheners. Very strong, and they don't seem to get mixed with the smell of the dirt. It seems to smell quite nice even when you've got dirt in the bag. But anyway, the bag just pops back in like that very nicely. Got a rubber seal all the way around. seals the suction in. Of course, being a clean air, the bag compartment needs to be sealed. Got a nice little foam material there, which supposed to keep the dirt sealed in the hole for the bag there. There's the bag whistle on the underside. So the suction, of course, is being sucked through the bag. So it comes up through the cleaner head, up the back here, up there. Suction comes from here, of course, and it's all being sucked up the back, through there, as you can see, and then dropped into the bag like that. It all compacts down in a neatly manner inside the bag there. So unlike bagless cleaners where it all swirls around and gets all full of air like it would on a stand mixer with a whisk attachment, this actually compacts all the dirt down, and theoretically the suction shouldn't reduce until the bag's full, because you have the lines all the way around here which are still allowing air to get from the bottom all the way around the bag. So, as I said, it's quite a advanced machine for its time, in the early 70s. Of course, it's all wrapped up with the cord here now. There we go. That just closes shut and closes like that. So, a very nice machine. I'll show you the underside. Oops, not banging it into something. There's the handle release pedal, by the way. So you've got the suction tube which goes to the cleaner head, and that is in the centre, so theoretically you get the same suction equally on both sides of the suction channel here. So here's the brush roll. You've got one side has a long beater strip and a small brush. The other side has a long brush and a small beater strip. It's quite a soft brush, but they are close together. So it's staggered, the bristles and beater bars, so it's like a Hoover cleaner. Of course, it doesn't clean as well as a Hoover. That's just my opinion. Some people won't agree with me, but although the Electrolux has had a lot going for them, carpet cleaning was quite mediocre in my opinion, and it wouldn't clean as well as a Hoover. But anyway, nice metal base plate there. We've got two big wheels at the front and the small ones at the back. That needs a bit of WD-40, I think. So the motor is housed inside the cleaner head itself, like it is on a Turbo Power or Turbo Master or even the Juniors. So it's quite a traditional design to have the motor in the cleaner head, but most cleaners now have it as part of the handle, like the motor is situated here, and it's like attached to the handle. But anyway, or the main body. Anyway, I'll stop whittering on, and I'll get this machine in action for you, because I'm sure that's what you're all waiting to see. So I try to keep my videos under 20 minutes now, or 15 if I can help it, but anyway, I will get going with this here. So here goes, and it has a very prominent noise to the brush roll, which some people like. I personally don't like it. I find it annoying. I prefer the purr of a Hoover. But of course Electrolux couldn't be Hoover, and they never were. They tried to be, but anyway, no, I'm joking. Anyway, they both had their ups and downs. So anyway, here we go. go. That motor runs very sweet, considering it's from 1980, which makes that, what, 1890, 2000, 2010. That's 35 years old. That's pretty old for a vacuum cleaner of all plastic. Anyway, I'll put the hose in here and show you the suction. Plugs straight in for all over cleaning, according to Katie Holland. So, off we go. Very nice machine to use on the hose. Of course, you might notice that without the noise of the brush roller, it's very quiet. Which, that was something that Hoovers weren't at the time. Anyway, there it is, Electrolux 502. Very nice machine. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this rather longish video. So, thanks for watching.